For thousands of years, the dire wolf was forgotten, its bones buried beneath ancient soils. But today, thanks to books, films, games, and fantasy lore, the dire wolf has become one of the most iconic prehistoric creatures in modern imagination. Perhaps the most significant boost to the dire wolf's fame came from George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire novels and their television adaptation, Game of Thrones. In the story, each Stark child discovers and raises a dire wolf pup, creatures that are massive, powerful, and deeply bonded to their human companions, symbolic of the Stark family's fierce loyalty, wildness, and connection to the North mystical, almost magical in their size, strength, and instincts. The dire wolves in Game of Thrones, like Ghost, Nymeria, and Summer, captivated audiences around the world. They weren't just pets, they were protectors, warriors, and symbols of fate. This portrayal fueled a surge of public interest in the real dire wolves, leading many people to discover the science and mystery behind these Ice Age hunters for the first time. The dire wolf's raw power and primal mystique have made it a favorite creature in the world of video games. Ark: Survival Evolved. In this survival game set on a mysterious island, filled with prehistoric creatures, players can encounter and tame dire wolves. These wolves are not only fearsome in combat, but also highly valued allies, capable of traveling the wild landscapes alongside the player. The Witcher series. In the Witcher universe, dire wolves appear as ferocious enemies in the dark forests and wildlands. Their depiction leans heavily into the fantasy version, oversized, cunning, and deadly. Valheim. In this Viking-themed survival game, players venture into icy mountain biomes where packs of powerful wolves, often dire wolf equivalents, stalk the snowy peaks. Facing them requires courage and preparation, emphasizing their role as apex predators. Through these games, dire wolves are often reimagined as mythic super predators, blending historical realism with fantasy elements. In the world of Dungeons & Dragons, D&D, dire wolves have long been a staple of monster manuals and adventure modules. In D&D, dire wolves are enlarged, more brutal versions of regular wolves, often used as mounts for goblins or companions to evil druids. They are described as ferocious pack hunters, capable of knocking players prone and dealing devastating damage. Dire wolves are also featured in broader fantasy lore, where they symbolize untamed nature, ancient magic, and the wild forces beyond civilization. They often guard forgotten ruins, ancient forests, or the hidden realms of elder beings. Their presence in fantasy settings reinforces their image, not just as beasts, but as mythical guardians of the old world, untouchable, majestic, and lethal. Today, the dire wolf lives on, not just in fossil museums and scientific journals, but in our stories, our games, and our dreams. From the frozen north of Westeros to the dangerous mountains of Valheim, from tabletop adventures to digital survival games, the dire wolf stands as a powerful symbol, a creature of the ancient world that still runs wild in our imaginations.